Good morning and welcome. You have tuned in to a new edition, or new time, I should say, of Sister's Heart, where we stream live on IntellectualRadio.com via iHeartRadio. And I am your super duper host, Kim. And my goodness, you guys, the time has gone back, and my show time has gone back. I'm excited about my new time, giving me an opportunity to do all of those wonderful things that I like to do first thing in the morning when it's in relationship to my church. So I'm going to be getting out of the studio sooner rather than later, and of course getting my day started. But of course, my commitment is to my weekly show, Sister's Heart, and I do have something that is truly on my heart that I wanted to discuss with you guys today. I wanted to bring it up. It's being motivated. Something that happened last night. I was at my girlfriend's house, Willie, and we were sitting around. It was her kids, myself. I was getting my hair not done, and there was a card game that started. And anybody that knows cards know how serious people are when it comes down to playing spades, because that's what they were playing. And of course, in fun, because this is family. But that was that was what they were doing. They were playing spades. And I observed a couple of things that really stuck out for me, okay? But anyone that knows how cards work, you know, your cards are dealt. You review your hand, and then after you review your hand, you know, you want to sort your cards. You put your red hearts with you put your red cards with the red cards, the black with the blacks. You got your hearts, all that other stuff. I don't know. Don't quote me on it, okay? But your hearts and your diamonds, and you sort your cards, right? And then once you do that, you decide what it is that you can make. You say how many books you're going to make. Right? What are you going to bring to the table? To play. And you know, you do this until someone wins. The objective is to play, be it if it's you know, the best 3 out of 5, if it's 5 out of 7, whatever it is. If you're going to play a score of up to 200, whatever it is, you're playing to win. That is the objective. And you know, there may be some trash talking that's going on there. You know, people may be trying to distract one another, getting into each other's head. You know, it's all in fun. We're laughing, we're having a good time. And you know, and if you can, you know, you try to break someone's concentration, because you have some experts that are really sitting there. They're counting the cards. They know what's been played. And you know, you don't want to cut your partner, but you want to kind of see what the person next to you have, so you can counteract. So you know, they try to throw your concentration off as well. And I grew up playing cards, and I was, you know, grew up watching others, you know, more skilled than myself, you know, professional trash talkers. And last night really wasn't any different. However, as I said, it made me become observant. I observed 3 things that caused a shift. It was a shift in my spirit more so than anything. It was a shift in my spirit. And I really believe that God was using that time, that moment last night to encourage not just me, but to give me a word to encourage someone else. So I'm going to share these 3 points with you as far as what I observed last night. And I'm hoping it makes some sense to you. And if it doesn't, that's okay. Go back and rewatch it. Okay. But what I observed were these 3 things. One was that they weren't afraid. They weren't afraid of their competition. They were not afraid of the opponent, nor were they afraid of the hand that they were being dealt. You know, they weren't afraid of that. You know, it is what it is. Play with whomever you want to play with. It's not going to make a difference with regards to my fight. Bring whoever you want to bring to this table. It's not going to make a difference with how I fight, with how I play. They're not going to distract me from what it is that I know that I'm going to do. So they weren't afraid. They were fearless. They had a bring it on mentality. It didn't matter who sat at the table. They had a bring it on mentality. So that was the first observation. And then the second observation was they trusted the person that they were going to be playing with. You know, and the question is, you know, can you trust the person to help you win? You know, you cannot win with someone that you can't trust. You cannot win with someone that you don't trust. Put a period at the end of that. End of the sentence. You cannot win with someone that you don't trust, and you cannot win with someone that you cannot trust. And interesting with regards to trusting your partner. Willie, my girlfriend, she made a declaration, right? This was before the game had even started. She said, I will only play with Jeremiah. That's her youngest son. I will only play with Jeremiah. That let me know that she trusted him. She trusted him. She trusted him enough to say, I don't care how many players we have in this room. I'm going to play with who I know I can win with. I'm going to play with who I know that I can trust. Can I trust you? Will you do what you said you're going to do? Will you cut me? Right? Your partner play a heart and you wind up playing spades, and how that terminology, will you cut me? Will you underbid? Will you cause us to lose the hand because you're underbidding or you're overbidding? But can I trust you to look at what you have by way of what you've been given and bring it to the table and help us both to win? So there has to be that trust factor. The third thing that I observed was confidence. It was a level of confidence that everyone around the table had, right? It was two teams. Everyone was confident. They knew themselves, believed that they were the better player. They believed that they were the better team. So it didn't matter how good everyone else looked, how much experience was at the table. Everyone was confident within themselves. Each one of them were declaring the victory even before the game had started. Each one of them. That's confidence, you guys. Are you confident enough in what you bring to the table that you can declare the victory, that you can declare that I've won even before you win? Now that's a level of confidence that I want to get to. I recognize that I don't have. So I observed these three things, right? They were claiming it. They were claiming, I'm not getting up from this table. I'm not getting up. Oh my God. If we all can take that position, I'm not getting up. See, getting up means I've lost. If you have to get up from the table when you're playing spades, that means you've lost. And they were all declaring, I'm not getting up from this table. I'm not getting up. And I'm not giving up. Oh my goodness. It was a whole revelation, you guys. So it was those 3 points, right? You just have to be confident. You have to trust. Okay. Confident. You have to trust, and you cannot be afraid. You have to be fearless. You have to be fearless because it's going to be in your mind. It's in your mind where you're going to win. Before you win, it's in your mind. You have to tell yourself that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bet blind. I'm going to bet blind in this game called life. I'm going to bet blind before I even see this hand. I just already know that I'm going to win, regardless of what life hands you out. Regardless of what hand you're dealt with, you're going to win. See, when you play cards, you get to merely survive. Because there's no such thing when you're playing cards. There's no such thing as playing to merely survive. No, you have to play and you have to bet. You can't be a punk playing the game. You just can't. Show me how you bet, and I'll tell you what you believe. Just show me how you bet. How you bet for you, how you bet for yourself will tell me what you believe. Anita Baker, now I'm dating myself, but Anita Baker had a song back in the day. And the title of the song was Giving You the Best That I Got, right? Giving you the best that I got. And there was a verse in the song that says, everything on my wedding ring, because I'll be giving you the best that I got. That was her verse, that I'll bet everything on my wedding ring because I'm giving you the best that I got. She was betting on herself. She was betting on herself. Ask any woman. And, diamond rings today, or even back in the day, you would pay a nice little penny. The rule of thumb is that you would take 3 months' salary to buy your fiance a wedding ring, an engagement ring, 3 months' salary. So wedding rings can be quite costly. And she was going to bet everything. So basically, I'm going to bet the house. I'm going to bet everything that I got for the purposes of betting on myself, because I'm going to give you everything that I got because I know that I'm going to win. She was betting on herself to win. So the question is, do you believe it? Do you believe it? Do you bet blind? Bet blind. My sister Jonique right now is she's applying to colleges, and her thought process is everyone that I'm applying to, I'm going to get in them. She's not sitting out there taking her time, wasting her time, putting in applications and thinking, oh, they're not going to call me back, or, they're not going to accept me. I'm going to get into every one of them that I'm applying to, because those are the ones that I want to go to. You want to go to that college. That's why you're applying to it. But you're not going in with the notion that I'm not going to get in it. I don't believe that she's wasting her time that way. She's believing in herself. She is betting, putting in that application. It's blind. She's betting to win. She's betting on herself to win. But you got to get in the game. So my question is, do you believe it? Do you believe that you're able and capable to bet blind? We say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Do you believe it? How are you betting? When you tell me that you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you, how are you betting? Self to win? Or are you going in with doubt? I don't think I'm going to win this game. I don't think that we have the right hand because we don't have any spades, or we don't have any big cards. Or are you getting in there and playing with what you got because you're not a punk? We say no weapon that's formed against us shall prosper, right? And every tongue that rises up against us in judgment shall be condemned. We can quote the scriptures, but do we really believe it? How are we betting? What I say, show me how you bet. Show me, tell me how you're going to bet. And I'm going to show you what you're really believing. We say greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Again, do you really believe what it is that you're saying? Or are you just saying it because it sounds good? How are you really betting? Are you betting blind, or are you waiting to see the hand? See what cards you're going to be dealt with before you step out? That's not faith, right? That is not faith. Faith is not what I can see. Faith is what I don't see. So am I willing to say, I don't even have the cards before me? I don't have the money. I don't have the education. I don't have the knowledge. I don't have the contacts. I don't have the friends, but I'm willing to bet on me because I know that I'm going to win. I'm going to be fearless. I'm going to be confident, and I'm going to trust the process. I'm going to trust those that are around me, right? We say it. We say, trust in God with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. But I just told you, we're sitting up here working within our own understanding. We're working within our own principles, as opposed to stepping out on faith and saying, you know what? I can do this. I can win. I'm not getting up from this table. No, I'm not moving. I'm not going to leave this table. You may have to get up from the table. You may have to stop, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to win. To see people that are passionate about what they're doing, to see people that are passionate about what they believe, you can feel it. It's energy. You can feel it. You know who's sitting around here winging it. You know who's not serious. Let me tell you that I'm going on a diet, and after 6 months, you all don't see no progress. After 6 months, I still look the same. Please believe that I bet and I lost because I didn't apply none of the principles necessary to win. Am I lying, Earl? Is that not what it's going to look like? I didn't apply none of the principles to win. But you have to get in there, and you have to be willing to bet. You have to be willing to look at those cards and say, you know what, I'm going to get in this, right? So again, like I said, we say these things, we say double for my trouble, right? We know how to do all the cliches. I'm about to get double for my trouble. What trouble? I love to be a troublemaker. I love to stir people up. I love to be controversial. I love to make people think. Why not? Why can't I challenge you? I'm going to challenge you because I love you. I'm going to challenge you because I want you to think outside of the box, because I'm an outside of the box type of girl. I'm an outside of the box type of person. I don't want to be in the box. I don't want to be conformed to what you think is right. Because watch this, especially when it comes down to Christianity, you have relationship and then you have religion. We have relationship and then we have religion. I would much rather have a relationship with the God that I serve than to be religious. Now, religious is what you do. It's a process, right? Because you can do it religiously, right? You get up and bathe religiously, at least some people. Right? So there's some things that we do religiously. But when I talk about, having that relationship versus that religion, see, that relationship lets me know that I am fighting and I am going to win because God is on my side. I'm not out there by myself. He's with me. We're in a relationship. He's got me because we're in a relationship. He's not going to let me fall because we're in a relationship. He's my partner. Like Willie made that declaration. I play with nobody but Jeremiah. That's what she said. She made a declaration. I play with nobody but Jeremiah. Watch this. I fight with nobody but the Lord. If the Lord tells me to go fight, then guess what? I'm going to fight. If the Lord tells me to sit down, Kim, I'm going to sit down. I know with him, I can trust him. I know that I can win. So what are we saying? What are we believing, right? So listen, some things are going to require more than a 30-second praise break. Hello, I'm paused. Some things are going to require more than a 30-second praise break. How do you want it? Well, guess what? It's going to take more than 30 seconds. It's going to really take more than 30 seconds. Sit down and play a game of spades. And please don't let it be tied. That now has to go into more time, right? Because we got to break this tie. We got to break the cycle. We got to break the mindset. So watch this. It's going to take you going a little bit deeper. Sometimes it's going to take more than just that, again, that 30-second praise break, but it's going to take fasting and it's going to take praying. Watch this for 30 days. Forget 30 seconds, 30 days. Can you bet blind? Well, Kim, why 30 days? What's going to happen after the 30 days? Well, I don't know. We're betting blind. Get to the 30th day. We're betting blind. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know if you don't do something, nothing is going to happen. Do nothing, then nothing is going to happen, right? But if you do something, something will happen. So you got to sometimes get out of yourself, put your hands down and say, Lord, you know what? I'm going in this blind. I'm going to bet blind. I'm going to be willing to do it. And if it takes me 30 days to do it, I'm going to be willing to do it. Opposition was not designed to help you win. Opposition was not designed to help you win, people. Opposition. We rightly should. We should. It's designed to help you win. It's not your friend. Opposition is not your friend, but it was there to test your commitment. Are you to your commitment? Your commitment. If you can't be committed to yourself, if you can't be committed to what you believe in, if you can't be committed to what you stand for, nothing is worse than starting and stopping and starting and stopping, starting and stopping. Sometimes I look at that, I hear it, I just want to laugh. Even at myself. Like, you're just going to start and stop and start and stop. Don't tell me you're winning. Don't tell me you're table. If you got up from the table first, you did not win. Everybody know that. That's the rules in spade. When you get up, that means you lost. So don't tell me that you're winning when you had to get up from the table. Don't tell me that you're winning when you willfully got up from the table. No, because the real players are still sitting there. They're still sitting there, still knocking heads. They're still doing what needed to be done to stay at the table. Those are the winners, you guys. So it's not designed to help us, but it's designed to test our commitment. It's our commitment to our commitment. Do you believe that you can win? Do you believe that you can win? Again, I tell people, show me how you betting, and I'm going to tell you what you believe. Show me how you betting, and then I'm going to tell you how you believe. If you take that hand and you only bid 2, you say, I'm going to get 2 books. I'm going to tell you what you believe. You don't believe you can win. Players will look at that hand and be sitting up there talking, give me 10. Give me 10. And it doesn't even make sense. You're looking at their hand. But see, they're not looking at their hands. They understand their ability. They understand that there's something inside of them that's greater than what they're looking at. There's something inside of them that's greater than the hand, right? And that's they're going beyond what they see. So how bad do you want it? You want it. You've been given a million reasons, all of us. It's now November. We've been given a million reasons as why we shouldn't bet to win. We've been given a million reasons from a million different haters why we shouldn't start anything, why you shouldn't do it, why you shouldn't play to win. You've been given a million reasons. I know that I have myself for so long. I'm 46. Let me tell you this. I'm so far behind where I'm at today. I should have been past this. And I know that. So you got to do a reality check on yourself, right? Are you behind? But because I listened to everybody that told me why I shouldn't, I listened to everybody that told me why I couldn't. All of that. I waited for people's opinions to catch up with my mindset. What? Right? We're waiting for their opinions to catch up with your mindset. Some people's opinions will never catch up to your mindset. Designed to run with you. They're designed to sit at the finish line and celebrate you as you cross over. Trying to get them to run a 50-mile-yard dash with you when they were designed only to just go, listen, 10 feet. That's it. That's it. They weren't designed to go all the way with you. But we sit there and we try to wait for them to catch up with us. No, stop slowing down. Bet your hand. Bet blind. I don't see it, but I know that I got it. I don't see that I've won, but I know that I'm winning. Bet to win, right? When you need one reason, watch this. When you need only one reason, you only need one reason. Because like I said, you've been given the million why you shouldn't bet blind, why you shouldn't do. You've been given the million reasons as to why you can't win, but you only need one reason why you should. And that's because you believe that you're betting on yourself. You know that you're betting on yourself. I'm telling you the verse in the song. She said, I'll bet everything on my wedding ring because I'm giving you the best that I got. She was betting on herself. That's the only reason why you need to win and to get in there and bet, because you're betting on yourself. And if you can't believe in you, who else will believe in you? Oh my goodness. If you can't do it, believe that you can do it. Who is going to do it? I can't pick. I'm a big girl. Pick me up and carry me across the line. Kim, you better get up and cross that line yourself. What? Why should somebody have to carry you for the win? Because if they carry you, then they own the win. If I do it for you, then that means that win is mine. That's not your win. When you own your win, get up, cross the line yourself, bet on yourself, because it's yours. It belongs in your column, not everyone else's column, right? Don't let people take credit for what you know you were supposed to do. There's nothing worse than knowing what you were supposed to do, and in 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks later, you see that somebody did what you were supposed to do. Have that ever happened to anybody? Because I know that has happened to me. Supposed to do. And then I promise you, I look up and someone else has started, said exactly what I knew I was supposed to say, did exactly what I knew I was supposed to do. Let me tell you something. God is not going to just sit here and wait for you to catch up with the vision and the life that he has laid out for you. He's waiting for you. Now, you know, I like to tell you in the scripture, you guys, you all know I like to do. I'm coming to the end, right? There was a prophet of God in there up under a tree, and he was depressed, right? Now, he had already a win in his column, but now he's depressed under this tree, and he's just all messed up, and messed up for no reason. And the Lord spoke to him, an angel spoke to him and told him, said, look at here, I prepared a woman for you. She's over there in the city. You just need to get there. You need to get there. We need to get up, bet on yourself, and get there. Don't stay complacent. Stop it. Remember, you own the win. Bet on it. Bet on yourself. Mind. Get there. Well, where is there, Lord? Well, you know what? I can't tell you everything, but I can tell you this. If you stay here, you'll never know. If you stay here, you got to get there. You got to bet on yourself. You got to be willing to bet blind, and you have to be willing to go, even when it doesn't look like you know where you're going, when it doesn't look like you know what you're doing, when it looks like you don't have the money to do what it is that God is calling you to do, when it looks like you don't have the contacts, you don't have the connections, you still got to be willing to bet on yourself. She says it all the time. She is going to be a millionaire. She says it all the time. She owns it. She owns it, you guys. She is betting blind. Is she a millionaire today? Let me tell you this. She's a millionaire waiting, right? Because she owns it. She's owning it. She's betting on herself. She's not waiting for someone else to come up and say, hey, Kelly, I got $3 on you. I got 3 bets on you. I got 3. No, she's betting on herself. She's betting blind that this is what she will do. We are more than conquerors. More than. So please don't preach to me about what I can have, what I should have. Don't preach to me about that if you're not doing it and living it yourself. Stop it. You're a hypocrite. Don't talk to me about my wealth. Don't talk to me about how I can acquire it when you're not working to obtain it yourself. Hey, Kelly, you just checked in. Don't talk to me about that unless you're trying to do it yourself. And if you're not trying to work to get there yourself, then that means you're not betting on yourself. And if you're not betting on yourself, then you're not betting blind. Because guess what? Those that are looking to get, they're not waiting until they have it. They're working to get it. That's that blind bet. Right? Before the cards are dealt. You all know real card players. They said we're going to run a yard. Card players. I don't need to get the hand to know what I'm going to bet. I don't need to wait to see the cards to know what I'm going to bet, because I'm sitting down at the table and I'm playing to win, and I'm not looking to get up. I'm not looking to get up from this table. You may get up. You may give up. That's getting up, y'all. You may get up, but I'm not getting up from this table. I'm not getting up from this table until I win. Be willing to do it. Oh my goodness, even when it looks like you shouldn't do it, because that win column, the loss column belongs to you. It's your choice. Win or lose, you're going to own it. Win or lose, you're going to own it. It's going to be yours. But I'd rather have more wins than losses. And the only way that I'm going to have my wins is if I stay engaged in the process. Engaged in the process. No matter what it looks like, don't throw your hand in the process, you guys. Listen, like I said, this is my new time, you guys. 10 o'clock, I'm excited about it. 10 o'clock. I'm so thankful for my niece, Rhonda, and my goddaughter, Malika, doing my hair. Look at you guys. I'm going to have an attitude for about 2 weeks because my hair looking so cute. I'm excited to be in the studio at 10 o'clock in the morning. As I said, this is my new time for Sister's Heart. You guys, stay encouraged. Stay encouraged. Stay in the process. Stay in the process. Tune in every week. Listen, you guys, every week. I shouldn't miss no weeks no more. I shouldn't miss any, you guys. Tune in. I have learned to bet on myself. So listen, some of you all may not like what I got to say going forward, but I'm betting on myself now. I can't do it the way other people want me to do it. I can't say it the way other people want me to say it because that's not my win. And I want my wins in my column. I don't want anybody else to own my win. I don't want them to own my success. I don't want them to own my story. I don't even want them to tell my story. Sit down, shut up. Let me do it the way God told me to do it. And if I do it that way, then guess what? Then I will have success. Right? I have to be willing and obedient to do it his way in order to have the good of the land. So I love you all with the love of God. Please feel free to like us on Facebook, Sister's Heart. Please feel free to share the video, Bet Blind. Listen and tune in every week to IntellectualRadio.com via iHeartRadio, Sister's Heart. I'm your host. Man, listen, I'm your host. I'm Kim. Isn't my hair so cute? Oh, it's so cute. And I'm just excited. I'm excited about this 10 o'clock hour. Don't miss it, you guys. 10 o'clock hour. It's never going to be the same. I think I'm going to act the fool next week, you guys. See you all later. Be blessed.